Good evening, good morning. It's Thursday morning. Taxpayers night was last night. I'm going to show you what Mayor Brandon Scott, Nick Mosby, and the Board of Estimates didn't want to show you. Didn't want the world to see. It's making a movie about Baltimore. We're talking about defunding the police. We're talking about the criminal corruption in the Baltimore City Police Department. But that corruption don't work without judges, lawyers, and politicians participating in it. You feel me? To be the best, you got to beat the best, and you ain't beat me yet. I reinvented myself. I was Shorty's underground ribs. Now I'm Shorty's bootleg barbecue. I need an audit. That's what I showed them last night. That's the Department of Law, Mr. Nielsen. I blew the whistle on Scott Shellenberger, Greg Bernstein, and 52 members of the Democratic Party in 2011. That's the date. ABC2, Kelly Swoop, Christian Schaefer, Mike Marion. That's the case right here, 07CF4988. I never got a trial. I am Dred Scott. I showed you how Maryland and Illinois protects the war on drugs. I showed you the role that the media plays in misinformation. I showed you GOP Carter, Mayor Pugh. And I'm going to show you that she's been lying to you. I've been working with the Innocence Project since 1986. That's Ben Carson's, and that's me. Ben Carson's and me. We talking about homelessness. This is me, kidnapped by the state in 2011. We talking about your prison industry, your courts and the corruption in your courts. Moses parted the Red Sea, Shorty parted some rednecks. We talking about your courts. So in 2022, I'm supporting Miss Dunmore for clerk of the court. Because when she get in the office, we're going to go through that paperwork. We're going to find all the corruption that you want to see. It's in the paperwork. Y'all made me famous for toilets, and I'm going to run with that shit. It's the money in the prison industry. Judge Bell, Judge Souter, Judge Janae, Judge Papaya, Judge Pearson, Judge Holland, Judge Rossetti, Judge Boris, Judge Foreman. We talking about the corruption in the courts and the money behind the machine. The art of getting money. I ain't the man in the red hat. I ain't Dr. Seuss, but this is my book. I told y'all last night Commissioner Harris know all about this. I gave Commissioner Harris a yellow envelope. That yellow envelope was about Scott Shellenberger. That's Diana Suggs from the Baltimore Sun. That's the Baltimore City Department. All right, that's Mayor Pugh. That's Harrison. And that's the Baltimore Sun. I'm a whistleblower. And this book is about blowing the whistle in the courts and the corruption in the courts. Congressman Cummings, Cardins, Sheriff Fisher, Snowden, Mr. McGee, Judge Bell. It's a time to tell the truth. It's a time to pee. That's Jane Miller. She had this too. That's the Coast of Charleston from 2004. That's the Baltimore Sun pit stops, and I was on those pit stops. That's me, 2022. 2022, I'm the best of Baltimore. All right? So when they showed you last night at Taxpayer Night, they didn't show you this. All right? They didn't show you TV One, Radio One, Roland Martin, Franksky. That's me doing Marion Barry's birthday party. That's Kathleen Hughes and Jamie Lee Foster Brown from Sister to Sister. And that's President Trump. He got this in 2020. That's the Baltimore Sun. It's a can of whoop ass, and I'm getting ready to whoop y'all's ass. That's the Baltimore Sun. You feel me? Y'all had this. Y'all had knowledge of this. That's the Baltimore Sun, Brent Jones, ABC, NBC, and CBS. Fox 45. And that's Charles Gibson. That's the Department of Justice. That's Stephen Janis, 2014, when he worked for Fox 45. I gave you the whistleblower's complaint. City faces hard choices, says the mayor. Well, that's Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake. And hard choices wasn't hard. She went and got some NutraSweet or some Thin Fast or whatever. She got a makeover with the money she was stealing. That's when you came in my house and put guns to my head. Detective Collins, Commissioner Belfield. See that? Those are the numbers and the dates. And that's Frank Conway. All right? Frank Conway. We don't want no misunderstandings. That's Gov.O'Malley and Annapolis. And this is a breakdown as a criminal enterprise. I sent it to you. Remember when Samson fought the Philistines? He used the jawbone of an ass. I used one too. That's the FBI, Mayor Pugh, and Jack Young. You feel me? That's Rob Fix. You get everything from Rob Fix. He lives at 614 Hollywood Avenue. That's my Community Verizon Award, 2016. That's the Jim Crow laws and white supremacy that you got going on. Accessing the grand jury, mass incarceration, the Democratic and the Republican Party. Y'all share that cash cow. That's Judge Holland in Renner's Court, Governor O'Malley in Renner's Court, Judge Holland, Judge Turnbull, Judge Pearson, Judge Bridges, and Judge Rossetti. That's Greg Bernstein. That's Greg Bernstein and Michael Waller in Nearham. That's Scott Shellenberger, public defender, Marilyn Mosby. You feel me? After the ceasefire. Scott Shellenberger, the new face of old Jim Crow. Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. I've been in business since 1997. To be the best, you got to beat the best. And I beat you. I beat you in court and I beat you in the streets. We're going to the Supreme Court with this case. Baltimore, Rewired, the money behind the machine. Family over everything. Jay Davis, James Hammond, Brother Insurance, Bank of America, SunTrust Bank. Department of Parole and Probations. $250 million intellectual property theft. To be the best, you got to beat the best. You feel me? And I'm Shorty. I ain't hard to find. My meat tastes good in your mouth. These are the supporters of Shorties. You feel me? And this is the Aspen Institute and the Weaver Foundation. And that's the can of whoop ass. And that's the Baltimore Sun. A toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. Don't care if you rich or poor. A toilet take your shit every day. And the Baltimore Sun lied to you. We potty training politicians. That's my son Jarrell. And that's the penitentiary toilet. You got us chained to this shit. That's Mayor Pugh. It's a Hollywood production. Baltimore, Rewired. The money behind the machine. You feel me? The money behind the machine. The movie and the book. The movie and the book.